winter in Modolo village, the cold ushers in the initiation season. These mothers have come here at the Mafolo Mushate to perform a sacred ritual for their initiating daughters. The process of Goma are bound in secrecy. While these mothers continue with this coming of age ceremony, 100 kilometers away, it's also initiation season. However, this community is livid at the recent closure of an initiation school in the area. The owner of the school, Letlapa Mohlape, and his sons appeared at the Nebo Magistrates Court after authorities shut down his school and arrested him. Mohlape says he's shocked at the recent events as he's been initiating children for the last 14 years.
They took all my initiates and sent them back home before time, even though I never experienced any problems ever since I started initiating since 99. Then all of a sudden they're telling me that I don't have a permit, while I know that I am registered.
According to a list by residents, all initiation schools in the village have been suspended. Residents say authorities are showing disdain for this time-old practice.
We are really worried at what is now becoming normal. We wonder if our children are even safe at the school.
I'm shocked the children can actually come back home here, not having undergone the entire initiation process.
This thing has caused a lot of trauma for our children. At night, they jump and scream, "Police, police."
Traditional healers, who also form part of the initiation process, agree with residents, saying closing an initiation school midway has multiple effects on initiates.
When an initiate leaves the school prematurely, it is a problem because there are rituals before initiation, during and after the process. You will find later in life the child fails to get married, get a job, or becomes a nuisance to society because their rituals of initiation were not completed.
While 78 initiates from one of the initiation schools that were closed down in the area have been sent home, Coxter in Limpopo says that they make assessments before deciding to close down a school.
Before we close an initiation school, we send out our officials to assess where in the process of the initiation that the initiates were or are. From that, we are then able to either send them home, given that we are satisfied with the work that had already been done, or we send them to initiation schools that are operating legally in that area. But we do not close an initiation school without having considered the condition of the initiates.
The community of Phokoane also blames infighting and the local tribal authority for some of their woes.
There are 16 initiation schools of Phokoane on this list, but they went to cancel 13, saying that they are now all suspended. This we think is because one faction of the royal house did the applications and not the other faction.
This community is not the only one with disputed tribal authorities. Regent Mandudu Mafolo says initiation schools are being taken over by greedy individuals, saying despite following all the necessary application procedures, she was served with a suspension letter days into the initiation process. Mafolo believes that her frustrations are because of greedy individuals.
We are not happy. They are really ruining these things for us because of their greed and looking into their pockets. What we want to see is the promotion and the preservation of this culture.
Despite her suspension, Mafolo says she decided to continue with her initiation school. Initiation graduates are expected to start returning from this weekend. Mahlako Komane, SABC News, Sekhukhune in Limpopo.